Yeah. So Shalom Aleichem, Erev Tov, and we are in this week's shir, the shir that is before the holiday of Shavuos, Chag Matan Toraseinu, the holiday of the receiving of the Torah at Har Sinai, and it's definitely a time to 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 reflect on all the preparations that we've been doing all these 6, 7 weeks in the counting of the Omer, and how the counting of the Omer is meant and hopefully has already had an effect, an influence in changing our midos, changing our attributes, changing the feelings that a person has for the good, with no doubt. And we're in the week of Malchus, the week of kingship. One of the things that we see in kingship is it's parallel to the concept of Gevura. Tonight we're in Gevura Shebemalchus, which brings out the extra stamina or the extra strength and the ability for a person to go and to put their foot down in order to go
Am I
into.
the only one experiencing disconnection?
No, you're connected. I'm sorry, but your microphone is not connected, or I don't see your microphone connected. Try again. Oh, now it's good. And we know that this is the basic concept of being ready to be able to receive the Torah after we have already provided ourselves with the ability to make a change in our attributes, to make a change in our lives through the concept of Gevura, being a person that has the ability to overcome the desires and the different enjoyments of the world, all those things that the Yetzer Hara puts in front of us in order to go and to drag us away from the path of Torah and mitzvahs. The main concept that the Rebbe says, which we see in the week of Malchus, the main concept in order to go and to do so is the concept of Kabalas Ol, the acceptance of the yoke of Hashem, the acceptance of the yoke of Hashem, which is expressed in the Rebbe brings in the name of the Frierdiker Rebbe, Azoy is das und nicht anders. That's the way it is, and it can't be different. When a person goes and contemplates and reflects on this concept, and that whatever Hashem has commanded, whatever Hashem has instructed us in the Torah, that's the only way to go about life. And it can't be otherwise. It can't be different. It has to be like this. So this is the answer that we give the Yetzer Hara. In any situation, in any predicament, it might be very, enticing. It might be something that really brings about an enthusiasm within the animal soul, the nefesh habamis. But we come and we put our foot down and we say, that's the way it is. It can't be different. We can't be disconnected from Hashem. And it doesn't make a difference what ploy the Yetzer Hara uses. And this reminds us of the concept in general of Kabalas Ol. The following story, which is quite an incredible story when we think about it, expresses the beauty, as the Rebbe has portrayed for us from the saying of the Frierdiker Rebbe. It comes and expresses the beauty of Kabalas Ol, the acceptance of the yoke, of Hashem. There was a woman. It could have been a man for that case, but the story was with a woman. This woman was having very big challenges, very big challenges in her life in regard to her weight. No matter what she did, no matter who she went to, no matter how much she tried, she was not able to go and to control the eating habits that she had and the weight that she was putting on, and it was getting more and more worse to the state that the doctor already told her that this is going to have some ramifications on her everyday ability to cope in life. She went to many specialists, but nothing that they were able to go into and advise her worked until finally she found one woman, and this woman was able to go and to wean her off from her eating habits, wean her off from the dangers of being pulled into eating things that she didn't need to have, and putting on more weight. And not only that, but it actually started to help her reduce her weight, and she was into this diet for quite a long time, for 6 months. The doctor, or this healer, or this woman, she told this woman that at any given time, at any given place, if she sees that she's not able to go and to overcome her urges to eat, so it doesn't make a difference what time of the day, what time of the day it is, she should call her up, give her a call, and they'll be able to work it out, hopefully. Fine. As a matter of fact, like we said before, she was able to go and to keep this diet for a good half a year, 6 months, until it came Erev Shavuos. Erev Shavuos, the eve of the holiday of Shavuos, in this woman's congregation, and she was an observant woman. In this woman's congregation, the congregation had a custom, had a minhag, that in honor of Shavuos, all the families, all the women of the families prepared something. They would, oh, look at this. I have my cousin from New York here tonight, Baruch Hashem. We want to welcome Ephraim Grosbein, Shalom Aleichem. My first cousin from New York, from Queens, Bruchim Habayim. So this woman, Erev Shavuos, comes there at the eve of Shavuos, and the women of all the congregations have the custom that they're supposed to go and to prepare dishes, cakes, whatever, quiches, all the milchika, I was about to say kishke, excuse me. Now, blintzes. Maybe there's a milchik kishke. Who knows? You make a milchik cholent. Uh, in order to go into to celebrate all together, in the shul. And okay, comes the head of the women's organization in the congregation, picks up the phone and calls this yours truly, this woman, and she asks her, listen, we have the custom of going and having all the cakes and cookies and dishes for Shavuos, and the reality. And we wanted to know if you would be good enough to go and to rally up to collect all the foods from the families that prepared, and to bring it in the shul so that everything will be ready for Shavuos, for Matan Torah. At first, she was hesitant to answer, because we're talking about a lot of good food, fresh, and we're talking about milchiks, things that people don't eat on an everyday basis, cheesecakes and whatever. But at the end, she said, "Well, she's been a good girl for 6 months now. What could it be? It can't hurt to go and to just be the delivery woman, to go and to pick up everything from the families and to bring it to shul." Okay. And that's what she agreed. She said she's going to do the shlichus, and she went from house to house. There were many people in the congregation that prepared things. She put it into her nice spacey SUV, and she's driving to shul. She opens up the door to the shul, and she starts bringing in all the beautiful cakes and quiches and blintzes and as she's going from the car to the shul, she's the only one there. No one's there to receive her. She's the shliach bringing everything into the shul. All of a sudden, the aromas start going up into her nostrils, and she's getting headaches. Not because, not because she didn't eat breakfast, but because she's trying to overcome her urges not to eat. And then she's thinking to herself, what am I going to do? What am she's on the verge of collapsing. And then she thinks, well, her instructor told her if such a situation comes up, so she's supposed to get a phone, get on the phone and call her. And she says to herself, how in the world am I going to be able to get on the phone and call her? How is that going to help me? Surrounded by all these wonderful, fantastic things. And then she has a literal brainwave. She has this incredible idea. She closes the shul door, gets into her car, goes over to the kosher supermarket. She buys a pack of pastrami, nice kosher pastrami, gets into her car, opens up the pack, and she makes a bracha, Baruch atah Hashem, Elokeinu melech haolam, shehakol niya bidvaro. She eats a piece of pastrami. Oh, and then all of a sudden, she's at ease. All of a sudden, she's able to breathe. She was like in a state of terror, literally in a state of anxiety. What is she going to do? But here she found her solution. What was the solution? She said to go and to call her instructor, that wouldn't have worked. But to go and to become fleshik, to eat a piece of pastrami and become fleshik, she won't be able to eat from the cakes for another 6 hours. And that was what saved her from breaking her diet. And Baruch Hashem, things worked out. But here we have to really start contemplating about the concept of this week, Malchus and Gevura, tonight, the concept of Kabalas Ol, the acceptance of the yoke of Hashem. When we're talking about Kabalas Ol, we're talking about having Shivisi Havaya Lenegdi Tomid. I stand silent, for I see Hashem in front of me constantly. This is what gives us the ability, the courage. This is what bolsters us in order to go and to overcome any type of challenge from the other side, from the Yetzer Hara. And this is what gives us not only the ability to overcome the challenges, but the ability to go and to make good resolutions. And we know that Shavuos is the time that we speak about the good resolutions in Chitas and in the learning of Chumash, Tehillim, and Tanya, because they are all connected to the holiday of Shavuos. Chumash, the daily Chumash of the week, the portion as it's divided up into the days of the week, because Moshe Kibel Torah Misinai, it was Moshe Rabbeinu that received the Torah from Har Sinai. And so when we come to the giving of the Torah, this is the first thing. Then we have Tilim, because it's the time of the Yortzeit, the time of the passing, that we commemorate the passing of David HaMelech, who's the author of the book of Psalms, the book of Tehillim. And Tanya, we see that is connected also to Shavuos, because Tanya is the direct continuation from the Baal Shem Tov HaKodesh that passed away on Shavuos. Also, the second day of, and we know that this is the continuation of the spreading of the well springs of the Baal Shem Tov HaKodesh in the manner that it is that it has the capacity to be able to be there in a manner that each and every one of us has the ability to understand and to receive. And this is what the Tanya is all about. So here we make the good resolutions in the study of Torah. And by the way, in the Hayom Yom, which was compiled by the Rebbe Shlita Melech Ha'Moshiach, we see that on Shavuos, it states, in regard to Shavuos, that this is a day like on Rosh Hashanah, like on Yom Kippur, that the Yetzer Hara, the Satan, doesn't have the ability to mix in to any of our conduct and behavior. We are free to go and to make good resolutions, and this is something that is up to our choice, whether we choose or not. There's nothing outside that can drag us and draw us away from this. And therefore, I hope it should be Hashem's will that after we've made all the good resolutions, obviously we'll have and will be will be zeicha to the Torah Chadosha Me'iti Teitzei, the new concepts that were not revealed till now. They were hidden and concealed till now, given at the Torah at Har Sinai with the entire Torah, but not revealed till now. These are the concepts and the teachings of Mashiach, and we should have them teichef umiyad mamash immediately now, even way before we come to the Matan Torah, to the holiday of Shavuos this year. Teichef umiyad mamash. יחי אדוננו מורנו ורבנו המלך המשיח חי וקיים לעולם ועד. אמן.